I'm sure you guys know Steven Crowder, the conservative political commentator. Now, he has this series called Change My Mind, where he like sets up this little table and says, I'm this, I'm pro-gun control or whatever, or I'm anti-gun control, change my mind, or, you know, I'm anti-abortion, change my mind, and then people come up to him and he talks to them. Now, I wanted to kind of talk about this idea of the series and the kind of overarching idea of the series and the goal. Now, the whole idea of it is to have someone, supposedly anyway, to change his mind on the issue. Now, of course, what you guys are going to be seeing here is something very interesting, because I was watching some of it, and he's actually selling, in this one, he's selling some kind of like folder, something like that, of like specific things that will come up that he wants you to have arguments prepared for. Check that out real quick.
Interesting to me because we talk about this a lot, and I know, and if we look here, just so I think we've talked about this, we're going to be actually selling for like $5 or $6. I'm not looking for New York. We're going to be selling the Change My Mind pamphlet so that you guys can actually be prepared for some of these arguments. Right here on page 3, I actually have, if anyone here, you know what, kind of like a magician. Oh, you have a MAGA hat. Can you come here really quickly? What are the words written down right there?
Denmark.
Denmark?
Sweden.
And?
Norway.
And Norway. So, if you guys know where people are going to try and direct the conversation, and you don't get distracted by words like, you know, autistic or shill, which is what they throw out, you can be prepared very often for how people disagree. Now, here's the thing. To provide a...
So now, what am I trying to get at here with this? What I'm trying to get at here is Crowder is not actually trying to have his mind changed. He's just trying to act like he wants to have his mind changed, or at least act like he's providing the opportunity, a genuine opportunity for you to change his mind. But what he's rather doing is of course, he's just trying to win the argument or win the debate, no matter what the circumstances. And that's why he's, you know, literally selling these kinds of papers with arguments on it or whatever of specific things that might come up, whether it be Denmark, Sweden, or whatever, because, you know, he anticipates these arguments. Anticipation of arguments and then selling these things that's supposed to prepare you for the discussion defeats the entire purpose of trying to have your mind changed. If you want to have your mind changed, you would go into it, and if someone provides you, you know, some argument you can't answer, you say, okay, you changed my mind. But instead, he's not trying to have his mind changed. He's just trying to win some kind of debate or argument for these kind of cool, sporty points. He's not actually trying to have his mind changed. And unlike somebody who's having an actual debate of some sort, they're not going out there trying to say, okay, change my mind. That's not what they're saying. At least someone going into a debate is essentially saying implicitly that I'm trying to win this debate. He's claiming that he's not trying to do that, but rather he's trying to say, please change my mind. But it's massively misleading, and that was what I was trying to get at. The idea that he's actually trying to have his mind changed is just fake. It's an attempt to essentially get this kind of innocent look for himself of this sort of being, you know, change my mind. But really, he's just trying to score debate points.